Hello, can everyone hear me? Whoever is still waiting. Let me see. I might have to change the audio. Let's see. No, I'm on the Beach Studio. We are good. All right. So if you're in the chat, if you are able to, go ahead and let me know you're there and that you can hear me. Okay. And again, I apologize for being delayed. So I'm just going to give it a couple moments here. And we will get started just talking about a couple odds and ends. I mean, I don't have too much to go over. Just want to be able to at least say hello, answer some questions. I want to get in the habit of doing these at least once a week. But normally we'll have a schedule of different things to cover here in the new year. And like I said, once a month, the goal is going to be to have even an outside guest to come in and talk about, whatever expertise they have. So if you're on board, go ahead and let me know that. I saw earlier, Charlita was on. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And I'm going to go ahead and go over there now. And just simply see if anyone is on. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is blogging, because I found a couple of neat tools recently that I want to share with you. They're basically the same tool, but basically can do a blog on any which website you want. So whether you're using Card or even if you're using your existing website, and I came across it because I use Zoho sites to build my websites on. It's a great builder. It's easy to use, drag and drop, and very customizable, very inexpensive to have multiple websites. But the only issue and complaint I have with them is that the blog part of it is terrible. It's really terrible to set up and customize and everything. And this tool that I found kind of takes that away. You don't have to worry about it as much because you can do everything from that dashboard and integrate it into your website and have good SEO and everything like that. So that's certainly what I want to talk about. So if anyone is on, let me know if you can hear me. I just want to make sure of that. Otherwise, I'm mumbling for nothing here. Let me test the microphone. Looks like it's gone ahead and moving, so that's good. Okay. So that's good. I believe it should be working, but if you cannot hear me, definitely let me know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here and talk a little bit about this blog thing. Since I am recording this, anyone else can join afterwards as well. So if you are in the chat, go ahead and say hello. And you should be able to, all right, so let me just see here so you guys can see as well. I just want to make sure that you guys know. There we go. So you can chat and I can chat back, or if you want to jump on this live stream, you can do that too. I can share the link with you and you can jump on board. But let me show you this tool that I'm talking about. Let me jump over here. So there's a couple of them. This one is called quickblog.co. This one is actually pretty neat because you can have up to 3 blogs or websites you manage for just $18 a month. There is a more premium one. By premium, I mean just the UI is a little bit better, the interface, but it's like $49 a month and you can only get one. The design is also a little bit better. So if you only have a need for like one, that you might want to look at that one. That one is called dropinblog.com. But the cool thing about this is that the whole idea behind this is you come in here, you create, obviously this is blog area for my insurance agency, but if you come in here and you select an image, you do the title. So it's really easy to use. You write it all right in here, the primary keyword. So once you do all that, the nice thing is this little SEO thing will go up. It'll go like 70%, 80%. It'll tell you okay or excellent. So basically it guides you as to how to write a good blog post that has good SEO. So I like that. In case you're not sure what you're doing with blogging, this is a good way to, it's kind of like a checklist, or even if you do know, it's still like a checklist. So when you put in the primary keyword here, it's going to make sure that it appears up there. It's also going to make sure that it appears a certain amount of times in your, post and everything like that. And your meta description includes your keyword and all the other SEO type stuff. So all that is going to be in there, and you can just post it. You can like select related posts, what categories it's in, select your author, all that stuff. And then beyond that, I just want to show you some of the other things here. So you can also, actually up here in the settings is where I should go. So you can also do like all kinds of different settings. And again, it just makes it easier because you can blog in this login right here. And all you got to do is copy this code onto whatever you're using for a website. That's why you could even do it on Card or any other landing page builder. Just these two pieces of code and you have it right there. And then you choose all, how it looks and everything right from here. The article, this is the URL where it's going to be at. The heading, description, format, any CSS code if you do know that stuff. If not, you can just customize it here. There's tons upon tons of settings. They got a few different themes you can choose from of how you want it to look. When you click additional settings, there's, a whole bunch here that you can do. Do you want the author preview or not? Do you want the image above or below or left or right, and all this kinds of stuff and all that. So as you can see, it says upgrade plan because I'm on the free one. I just wanted to try this out and see if this is something I'm going to do, but it definitely is, especially that I can have 3 because as you guys know, I do like everything. So I have all these different brands. So for me, I can blog on here with a few different brands and all that, or websites. So I like that. You can also choose the button, colors, things like that, SEO settings. You have a whole lot of things you can do here. You can generate a sitemap, so you can have that on your website and make sure you have good SEO juice from Google. So this one, again, is called quickblog.co. There is another one as well. Again, the other one is dropinblog. There we go. .com. So dropinblog.com. So personally, I do like this one better. It just looks nicer and has better themes and everything, but cost wise, it's $50 a month basically, and just for one blog. So again, if your needs are a little bit less than mine and you only need one, then you can definitely get away with doing this one. But if you're trying to cut corners, save some money, that $18 a month one with QuickBlog is also very good. So I would look at that. Let me just jump back here to the chat, see if there is anybody else in here. No, I don't see it. But again, I was running late. That's my fault. But we are recording this, so you can definitely check out the various things that I happen to talk about. All right, cool. So now the other thing I want to talk about is, and I mentioned this before, but ChatGPT has this new thing now. It's not new anymore, but came out last month, where you can create a custom GPT. So basically what you want to do is you want to come in here and you can do it like this, chat style, or go to configure. It's a little bit easier to just do the chat style. So you just tell it what you want it to be. So if I said, I want an assistant to help me post in my community, let's say. So you would just do that, and then it's basically going to tell you, okay, cool, let's come up with a name and an image for this. So it's like your own custom chat GPT, if you will. You can even share this with other people. You can charge for it, give it away for free, or you can make it private so you're the only one that can. So community post assistant, and I'm going to say, does that name work? Yes. And on the right, it's basically giving me a preview what my custom chat GPT is going to look like with this. And again, I'm just using an example here. Some examples I've seen is you can feed it a bunch of information of how you like to write certain things, for example, blog posts or books or whatever. And then you can make it your personal assistant for that, so that every time you do certain things, it already knows how to respond, which formatting you want, and things like that. So basically, you're creating a template of ChatGPT is what you're doing. Okay, so now I'm going to say every time I ask you for ideas on topics, I want a list of potential topics to post in my group info creator. Okay, so we'll start with there and just see what it says. Again, I'm just doing this as an example. Couldn't think of anything else. So are there specific themes or areas? So yeah, so we're going to say, yes, we talk about newsletters, courses, and we talk about newsletters, courses, and self-publishing, and similar business models. All right, so now it kind of is dialing in and knows what it is. See, it says has that little wrench and it's updating GPT. So in the future, if I go to this specific GPT and I ask it, hey, give me some ideas of what I should post in my community, it already knows because it has this standing order. So this kind of helps out with instead of having to type out long prompts and save these prompts somewhere and everything like that, you don't have to do that with this. So basically, now I can just fine tune it a little bit more. As far as any other information, the group also has, I don't know, calls that we do weekly, topics for there or challenges for the members would be helpful, something like that. You get the point. But I want to feed it a whole bunch of information of what I'm looking for. I can be, let's say you wanted something to give you good Instagram captions. You can just say, I want you to not use, only a max of 5 hashtags, and I want them to be relevant to this. Or again, it just saves you time on coming up with prompts and having huge prompts. When I'm done with this, I would just hit save, and I'm going to go ahead and hit public. Or anyone with the link means if I wanted something that I just want to give to my audience and all that, or only me. So that's something you can do with that. So definitely recommend that. It's a really, really cool way to use ChatGPT so that you can, so we'll just hit confirm. That's not letting me for some reason. Okay, so not worried about it at the moment. Oh, the name cannot be empty. I didn't think the name is empty, but okay. But I'm not worried about it at the moment. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we'll say community GPT. Now we'll save. All right, there we go. And then it's basically going to bring me to it for me to use it and whatnot if I want to. So it should go over there. Yeah, so that's basically what it's doing. It's bringing me over there for me to go ahead and start using it and all that. So it's something that you can definitely play around with if you haven't yet. I definitely recommend it. This is some other ones that I've done. This from my insurance agency. So for the website, whenever I click this, I want this to be something that it already understands my website and what I'm about. So when I ask for certain information to put on my website, it's already going to take in SEO and everything like that in mind. So that's a cool thing about having these GPTs. So that's what I recommend. We already talked about the blog posts. What else were we going to talk about? Later this month, I am going to be having the podcast come out, so I'm excited about that. Want to make sure that you guys also get a chance to get on that podcast if that's something you want to do. Let me see. And, the other thing that I want to talk about too is email list. It's never been more important to have your own email list, grow a newsletter. So whatever your online business is, definitely grow an email list. It's definitely very important these days. You don't have to worry about algorithms or nothing like that. So certainly do that. The other thing to look out for is I had posted in there that I want to do a bunch of cool things that you guys can win each month, if you will. So I'm going to put that together and what that looks like. Basically, like the top 3 to 5 people will get some stuff, and now that, whether it's a newsletter link, which is probably the most valuable, because obviously that's going out to a few thousand people, and you're able to get a link in there to your work. Twitter shout outs as well as retweets. Those two are probably the areas that I can give you the most as far as exposure. And then I've also gotten back on Medium, so it can also do some stuff for you there. We can do cash prizes. We can do one-on-one call that you can win. So we got a lot of different things we can do. And I plan on doing that. I just want to make it worth it for everyone. But more importantly, I want to get some more activity going in the group, because the more that we share with each other, the more we communicate and grow, the more your business is going to grow. So that's all I want. I want a really great community where we're all sharing, helping each other, but more importantly, also taking and learning from others so you can grow your business. So that is all for now. I know this is short, but I just want to go over those few things. And we'll be doing another one of these next week. And like I said, you'll see in the events tab, that's where you can see the different events scheduled. We'll definitely do these on a more regular basis and have set topics, so you guys will know what to cover and what's covered. And you can either jump on these as well with me. You can ask questions ahead of time or right here in the chat, however you want to do it. All right, so that's it. I will talk to you guys in the group.